Hello everyone, it's Amelia and welcome to another video. We're going to be doing the Uniform 22 London Victoria to Gravesend service from Dartford to Gravesend in the class 465-9 in today's video. Set that to neutral, set that, open up the doors. Going to get ready to set up the cab. All ready to get ready to depart from Dartford in this beautiful Network Southwest liveried class 465. I'll see you just after the intro. Right, so we're going to close the doors just about now. Set the headlights to a day running. Need to turn off the tail lights as well. Set that to forward, and we are good to go. Tail lights, where are you? Tail lights, set them off. Forgot about that, they are on auto. Not many trains do have automatic tail lights. But yeah, well, older trains anyway. But anyway, how's everyone doing? Hope you are okay on this lovely summer's day that we didn't have on recording this. Did a stream earlier, got a new few routes. Obviously, I've had Southeastern Highspeed before. Did a few streams on it. I did a video on it on a while back, I think, with the Javelin, the 395. It was a while ago that I actually even done anything on it, but now we have the Class 700 as well to do some timetable mode on that. Also expect some Edinburgh to Glasgow line, Midland Main Line, the Antelope Valley line, and also the London commuter, i.e. the Brighton Main Line as well. But no, the 465 is a very beautiful train, especially in this Network Southwest livery. It's a very iconic livery. It brings back the days of, obviously, British Rail, when it wasn't privatised. It was all under British Rail. Was it under British Rail? I haven't got my history on pre-privatised. Okay? All I know is British Rail. And Intercity as well. Like, there were different names, but they were all owned by the same company before it was privatised back in the 80s? Could be wrong. Anyway, we're going to be stopping at Greenhithe for Blue Water and Gravesend, so short little route. We'll end up doing the return service back up to Dartford in today's video, so it's not so short. Obviously, as of recording this, it is August 14th. This is coming out on the 15th at 12 PM. And we will be 5 days away from Dovetail Direct, which we will be seeing a lot of content for Train Sim, especially Train Sim World. Probably see something regarding Train Sim Classic. I wouldn't be too shocked if we don't. They don't normally advertise Train Sim Classic as much as they do Train Sim World. Which I wish they did. Let's open up the window. Get a bit more sound in here. We have another 465 pass on our right. But yeah, I wish they did, but obviously we know at least 2 routes which are going to be revealed. The one which they showed images of in the July roadmap, and the West Coast Mainline South will most likely be revealed. Be surprised if it wasn't revealed at Dovetail Direct. But I'll have a look at the roadmap in a second, the image, see how many routes in total is being revealed at Dovetail Direct whilst we are here. So the one which was revealed in the July roadmaps, well, we had screenshots of, just and a bit of context, is obviously it's a British route. I assume because that was revealed before Dovetail Direct, that it's screenshots and whatever, that it will be coming out before TSW5, so probably one of the last routes on TSW4. Right. Yeah, there we go. Let's press or release. I'm starting to prefer to press buttons and use the YU or left or right D-pad. Obviously, some trains like the HST, you can't. So that, which is understandable. Let's have a look at the Dovetail July roadmap. So we have 6 new pieces of content to be released or revealed, which will be hopefully revealed at Dovetail Direct. So the one which we had the screenshot of is, give me a second, by Just Trains. We got a UK route. So this is add-ons before excluding Dovetail Direct. We got UK route and loco, a German route and German loco, and the San Bernardino line between Los Angeles and San Bernardino. We got a UK route at Dovetail Direct, and then 5 other routes as well. So the Just Trains one, I assume, will be coming out. I'm trying to guess, when would it be coming out? So last year when TSW4 was released, it was released on the 21st of September. So I assume, let's have a look. Dovetail Direct 2023, not 2024, 2023 was the 22nd of August, and obviously this year it's the 20th. So I assume it's going to be release date wise around about the same, maybe with that UK route revealed by Just Trains coming out at the end of this month, I'd assume. Obviously before TSW5 will come out. But obviously the big leak is that West Coast Mainline South is coming to TSW. I'm going to assume it's got to be TSW5 because there's features in there which, apart from the Glossop line, is not in TSW4. So obviously what's been leaked is West Coast Mainline South, Class 350, don't know if it's dash 1, 2, 3 or 5, probably the dash 3, because the dash 2s are coming out of service, they're being replaced by 730s. The 390 was also leaked. The guard mode was leaked. Apparently multiplayer was leaked, so that would be cool in the aspect where you can do, for example, your friend can be the driver and you do guard mode. That would be sick. Please Dovetail, let that be the case if there is multiplayer. Like Train Sim World, it's not necessarily a game that needs multiplayer, as we're about to go past a Thames Link 700. it is one of those, it don't necessarily need it, but it could do with it if they implement guard mode so your friend can drive and you're in the passenger seat, for example. I'm getting really poor frame rate. I'm on a PS5, by the way. Am I in 4K mode? No, we're in HD. Which is strange. Normally get good frame rate on this route, especially TSW4. And on a PS5. So obviously those are the key points, which I think multiplayer is going to be the big selling point with features like guard mode. There wasn't really much leaked apart from that. That was the only leak in locos and features that were leaked. I assume it's probably going to be a dovetail route, because I believe it was Dovetail that made the West Coast Mainline South for TS Classic. I remember rightly. It's been a while. I'll check up on that now. The AWS is going off mad. Who made West Coast Mainline South for Train Sim 2021? DTG. Yeah, it was a DTG line. So I was right. So I assume it will be a DTG route again, because obviously gonna add it up in a picture here. If you go create your own livery, if you go into the logos, you've got Avanti West Coast. It's been in there since the livery creator's been a thing, and there was no Avanti livery, the route, licensed route. So obviously maybe they've been working on this for a few years, and they didn't want to have the problems which they had beforehand in Train Sim Classic, because there was a lot of glaring issues when it came to West Coast Mainline South in Train Sim Classic when it first came out. Ultimately, now it's a way better route than what it was, but it had those glaring issues. Which, fingers crossed, they don't have. However, everyone is unsure if they are going to extend it to Birmingham, or is it just going to be a proportion, for example, from London Euston to Watford, not Watford, to Milton Keynes Central, which I have two things to estimate about this, or my two guesses. If the next TSW, so TSW5, is on last gen, so PS4 and Xbox One, One S, X, and PS4 Pro, Slim or whatever, I'd say it goes to Milton Keynes Central and we have the Watford DC line and use the 710 Avantra, which is run IRR now, when the Watford DC line with West Coast Mainline South came out on Train Sim Classic, that used the Class 375s. I'm not 100% sure if it's 375 or 376, but those overground trains, whereas now obviously we've got the 710s in Train Sim World with the Goblin line or the Suffragette line, whatever you want to call it, because obviously now it's officially the Suffragette line, because they've changed all the names to, I don't know if it was for Women's Month, if it was just for that, I'm unsure. But obviously it's Goblin line or the Suffragette line, the 710 came in for that. So obviously they don't need to go out and record sounds for a new train. All obviously they need to do is implement on the boards inside the passenger saloon is just a new stop, so Watford Junction, Watford High Street, Euston, such and such. Obviously, section of the overground line is run on the Bakerloo line, which came out in Train Sim World 2. So obviously, there's parts of the route they don't need to do necessarily apart from upgrades, and they can drag and drop to the West Coast Mainline South when it comes to certain sections. You have the Grand Junction in Birmingham already done, the same with New Street. So necessarily they won't need to do that. But it'd be interesting to see what they do, because obviously we've had PlayStation 4, 5 and Xbox Series now for 4 years almost. They came out in 2020, 2021, one of the two. They came out in the pandemic. So obviously now games are going to start pulling away from them last gen consoles, because obviously the hardware and what you can do with the new gen is so much more than what you could do with the last gen. With the old consoles, the old series of consoles. So what we're going to do is headlights, set them to off. Set that. We need that to still open the doors. Take that out, and we'll turn on the tail lights. But yeah, I want to know what your guys' thoughts are going to be on the West Coast Mainline South. I'm going to be doing a reaction stream to the whole Dovetail Direct as well on the 20th. So hopefully you guys tune in for that. We got in of 0.1 of a yard, by the way. That's a really good start. So we got a we got gold for that. Then we return to free roam, and we're going to cut to when we are due to depart. Let's check that up there. When are we due to depart anyway? So in 12 minutes, going to cut to them. To scheduled start in a couple of seconds. So now we're going to get the train all ready and prepared for our departure time of 10:20. Going to set that into neutral. Turn off the headlights, the tail lights. Set them to day running. And set the DSD, Vigilance, and TPWS, AWS to normal instead of isolated. Because if you have them on isolated, you don't hear them come up, and you don't have the train go blip, 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 blip at you. We're going to set that's to actually that. Set it to 20. Apart from that, the train is all set up, ready to go. But yeah, as I was saying, obviously we know two routes. Well, we don't know exactly the one which we had screenshots of what it's going to be based on. Some are thinking that maybe it's an extension to Blackpool branches. Maybe set in the 90s or 80s era, from what I can remember, from what they were told. But what routes would you guys like to see in TSW5? I'd love personally to see the Chiltern Main Line as a British route. That would be great to see, because obviously, from what I've seen, apart from a few routes that are exceptions, there are not many that are remastered or aren't remastered from Train Sim Classic. So I'd love to know your opinion on what routes or lines that we don't have in Train Sim World that you guys would love to see in Train Sim Mod 5. If you want to do that, put it in the description, or join a Discord, which is should be just under the video. If you go into the description, it should come up. We're going to set that to 70, ready for when we hit the 70 mark. So we're going to literally be stopping at the same two spots, which is Greenhithe, Blue Water, and Dartford platform 2. That's on the brakes because don't want to speed. We are due in Dartford in just under 10 minutes. And in that time, I made a TikTok and uploaded it. Nothing It's literally just a CapCut, Forever Young, I Want to Be Forever Young. I love that song. The Alphaville version and the Jay-Z and Dr. Mr. Hudson version, I prefer Young Forever, which is the Jay-Z version. Because, of course, that's what I grew up listening to out of the two. And, but whilst it wasn't on Spotify, Young Forever, I used to listen to Forever Young by Alphaville all the time if I weren't using YouTube. Because that album wasn't on... Well, that album was, just that song wasn't for some reason on Spotify. But yeah, it's a short little video. I wouldn't say it's short because we're doing a return journey, but... Also, what content would you guys like to see trending-wise? Would you like to see some Step Connect on Roblox? Definitely be interested in doing that more often. I haven't actually done a video on that yet. I recorded a video, I just didn't upload it because there was some glaring problems with the gameplay on SCR. But update 2.0 is coming out soon, at some point. Do not know when, but I'll do a video when that releases. Maybe even a stream. What do you guys say to that? Would you like that? This is where we go to, if you want to go to Ashford International, Ebbsfleet International. There's Stratford's here, and then this is Stratford, isn't it? Yeah, Stratford there. St Pancras there. This is not a station. Yeah, I'm having some problems at the moment. Maybe I need to play on the reduced one and not full. But yeah, that's obviously what they'll end up doing, because with West Coast Mainline South is you load up or you press the route and it comes up with full or reduced. Reduced is just reduced assets and scenery, basically. Well, I'm playing on a PS5 in HD. We're going around about 50 FPS at max. There's a good thing about keyboard, because you can literally just press F3 and it comes up. What's to remove the hood? F1. Right, we're approaching our penultimate stop in this service, for us at least, in the route, this don't go all the way to London, Victoria, to Greenhithe for Blackwater. Blackwater. That's Red Dead Redemption 1 and 2, then. Not Trains World. With Blue Water. I do love the 465s. They are great units. There's another one passes us. This side's the standard Southeastern livery on the footfall coaches. We're going to start braking now. Should be alright. Slowing down quite fast. Yeah, we're going to be Gucci. Jesus, I'm never saying that again. I just heard myself back in my head, and that sounds so cringe. It sounds so cringe from saying, yeah, that's Gucci. And then I say it, and I'm like, did I really say that? Did I really just say that? But obviously, the day this is released, there's going to be 2 uploads. So the plan is there's going to be one day there's going to be 1 upload at 12 PM and a stream. And then the next day there's going to be 2 uploads, 1 at 12 and 1 at 5 with no stream. That is what I'm planning. We're not due to leave for a minute and a half. Well, about a minute and 10 seconds, not a minute and a half. Let's have a look. We got anything we can place around here? Oh, yeah. Normally it would come up with like RLU 4 car, 8 car. The RLUs, the Thameslink ones, I believe. Just want to have a little look around Greenhithe. So Blue Water. See if there's anything we can place. Some newspapers. Anything else? this platform. I'm not risking going all the way to the end, so we become a bit late. We go back into the cab now. And close the door and the doors. Set ourselves it back into forward. And I'm going to plonk ourselves right here to listen to the 465 depart. There we go, departed from Greenhithe for Blue Water, and our next and final stop for us as a driver on the service, not the whole service, because that goes to London Victoria, is Dartford in just over 2 miles. I've got about 3 minutes to do 2 miles, so not too bad. Got plenty of time. Give some turns through this station as another 465 comes past, just in Southeastern livery, as we start speeding a little bit. So I was too focused on looking at that 465 and not my top left at the speed. So we're going to start braking now because we've got 50 mile an hour speed just for a little second, and we're just going to slowly approach Dartford. It's just over a mile away. As we get the AWS going off, because one, we've got adverse signals ahead. That's what I'm going to call them, going against us. And two, we go down to a 40 and a 20. So yeah, you do get the AWS going off if you've got if it's a notable speed change, I believe. Not necessarily if it's 50 to 40, but if you're going 50 to 30 or 50 to 20, then yeah, that's when the AWS, even if you get a green signal, it does change. It does go off for that, which I do like. Like, I went through a phase when I first played Train World, where when I didn't know how to enable TPWS and the DSD and the vigilance, and how to set them to normal and not isolated, which I guess is a bit of a me problem, as we have a 700 go past us. Give a little tone to them. Gonna keep the brakes on. Going down to 20 when we swap over tracks in a second. No, we're not swapping over tracks, we're staying on the same track. I love the sound of going over points. Listen. Sounds so good. Anyway, we're approaching stop here at Dartford now, which is our final stop as a driver, as the service carries on to London Victoria, which this route doesn't go to, sadly. Would be interesting to see if they ever did extend it up to there, but it'd make the route a bit longer. Probably, what, 5 miles? 7.5? I do not know. But yeah, this is what I meant with the platforms. So you've got RLU, and then you've got all Thames Link, and then 8 to 12 car stop. So we're going to open up the doors, and we're going to set that to neutral. I assume we're going to be in here to shut the doors. We were 2 seconds late. Not too bad, could have broke a bit sooner and probably gotten there a bit faster instead of being on the brakes for so long. I assume we're going to be shutting the doors here. Or maybe not. Maybe they're just going to take straight over, so we could have got out. But yeah, that's going to be the first of today's videos. So I hope you all enjoyed this with a little talk about Train Sim Worlds with upcoming routes, see what you guys think and such. And I'll see you all in the next one. So have an amazing time, an amazing day, and I'll see you all in the next one. And if you haven't already, drop a like, drop a subscribe, and put in the comments what you want to see coming up soon. And I'll try my best to respond to all comments that come in. And join the Discords. That'll be the best way to contact me. So see you all there.